Hello, this is Transformers fan G138, and I'm here with a video review of Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Ultra Magnus. And I'm a little late on this review. I got him last week, but I'm a little late because I waited until this guy actually showed up at retail, and he showed up in the second wave he was included in, not the first. That one never showed up in my town, so anyway. And I don't order these guys special because they're Transformers Prime figures. They're gonna eventually make it into the store. Unlike the Generation stuff, I tend to pre-order those. But alright, so basically what we note is he's the same vehicle form as Optimus Prime from the first two seasons. Now, this is using the RID mold, or a heavily modified version of the RID mold, but it still has the same issues and shortcomings of the original. Minus the stupid weapons and the bad transparent plastics, and just about everything else. But, other noticeable things, there's holes for the smokestacks, which are actually pictured on the back of the box, which I don't have handy right now. It's in a pile over there, and I really don't feel like rummaging through it. But the box shows those there. I initially thought they were just missing, or I had a faulty thing, but I went and looked at the pictures from Toy Fair. He didn't have them at Toy Fair. I looked at some other pictures online. It seems to be a common theme. As far as I can tell, there's not an Ultra Magnus Beast Hunters toy that actually has smokestacks. Again, as far as I can tell. I could be wrong. If you find one with actual smokestacks that somebody didn't modify, let me know. So, note that he does have an Autobot symbol. This one is a little bit off-centered. It's a little blurry on the computer there. It's off-centered, but it's blue. It's the color, it's a little off. It's the same color as the one upside down here on the window. That one's harder to see because it's on blue. So that one appears to also be a little bit off-centered. And he's got some other paint issues on the windows. Speaking of the windows, they're red and dark blue, so I'm not really sure how those are windows, but they are. These don't like to line up for whatever on mine. They tend to stay at a slant. Don't know why. I've checked it out. I think it's just panels that just don't want to fit together. Also, he's got this ridiculous jetpack gimmick with these missiles that snap off. Take those and put these aside. I'll talk about how stupid those are in a few minutes. Basically, the wings can go down, and now you have a jet truck. Yeah, that totally looks like it'll fly. Most of the mass is up front, your wings are in back. You'll take off like this, and yeah, whatever. He does have the Forge of Solus Prime, which is nice. Not show-accurate colors, but hey, at least it's included. And then, if we get these out of the way, notice that he's got the same port here in the middle as Optimus. I didn't get a chance to look to see if the other two ports are on Prime. And they are. All three of these ports are the same as Prime. Yeah, so basically the difference is he's got something sticking out here. And that and the window and mirrors are different. And then he's got these ports on the front. But overall, same vehicle form. So, take these jetpacks and gimmicks and put them over there. So, we'll get into the transformation. Oh yeah, he rolls perfectly fine. It's actually one good thing about this. So, to start off the transformation, we literally just unpeg a bunch of stuff. We'll start in the back here. Where this is. I'm sorry, my light is usually coming from this zone, so I tend to want to hold it like this, instead of like this, but I moved my desk lamp because I have like no lighting in this room right now. So these fold down. We'll unpeg these, flip these down and around and over. Do the same on the other side. we want these flat as well. And those are his legs. Easiest transformation part there. Swing these out of the way, down this way. Then we will unpeg the top, separate them. And this is where it gets a little funky. This is my issue with the Optimus Prime mold as well, with the way the arms transform here. You kind of have to, when you pull these arms out, you have to pull them out at this weird angle, like this. And then, it gets even weirder here. You gotta figure out how to bend this part around so you can spin this whole arm like this. Then that goes out to the side. We'll do the same weird, just messing around with it on the side until it comes out. Flip this arm around. Well, it's just because I don't like them like this. We'll flip these hands up. I'm going to adjust the camera real quick, so we get some more space in here. Don't really know if that'll stay up, but we'll find out. Using my Gorilla tripod, I finally found it. It was in the weirdest spot. Let's see. Next, we want to take these shoulder panels and turn them like this. It's really bizarre. It's got like 3 joints inside. There, here, and here. So we just want to like bend it around his arm and down, and then we want to push it down to snap it in place. Again, we want these arms down. Next, grab this backpack, and we will turn these out like this, switch. We'll do one, flip this up, then we will do the other, and rotate these up. These panels are in ball and socket joints just like Prime, so nothing special there. Next, we take this piece, flip it all the way back. Doesn't lock into place anywhere yet. Next, we just mess around with these. We flip this little panel in here down. Flip this down. Move the arms around. Then move this whole thing up and into the chest cavity. Then that snaps into the platform the head is on. Okay, so that is essentially the transformation. I mean, there's still a few little things left, like turning the arms in the right orientation, moving these pads so the arms actually fit, not locking these arms in the same position. So this guy is a little bit finicky with the shoulders, more so than Optimus was. They constantly refer to this guy as shoulder pads in the, or at least Wheeljack does, in the show. So, yeah, he's got a little bit issue with the paint here on the chest, and the arms, but as far as I can tell, the arms are actually from transformation. Nothing you can really do about that. This thing definitely came a little bit defective. Overall, I like it. I didn't like the original Optimus Prime at all. Version of the mold. I just didn't. But here's a brief comparison between the two before I get into the accessories and stupidity of his shoulder panels here. Yeah. So here's the comparison. Obviously, Magnus is going to be slightly different. And this isn't even pegged in all the way. There we go. That's now correctly pegged together. But he's still a little finicky regardless. So, overall, they're the same base figure. The legs are completely the same. The abdomen is almost all the same, and I guess there's that same flip-out panels on Prime. I just didn't bother with it on Prime when I transformed him last time. Different upper arms, same hands, different chest plate, different head, different shoulder pads. Other than that, same exact figure. So yes, articulation real quick. Ball and socket joint foot, hinge, 90-degree knee, swivel above in the thigh, ball and socket joint hip, no waist swivel. Head is on a ball and socket joint, however, it can't look up or down, it only turns side to side. Downside there, you have the motion, but you don't allow the figure to use it. That's a ding. Right, ball and socket joint shoulders. Great range of motion, kinda looks stupid with the shoulder pads. So, yeah, they solved that in the show by, like, not moving his arms too much. Swivel just above the elbow, 90-degree elbow, and 90-degree on the hand. However, he holds a hammer, and having some extra motion in the hand like ball and socket joints would have been much preferred. Since they remolded this whole thing anyway, I don't see why that was a problem to put those in. So there's another ding. They could have easily done that. Hammer fits into hand, no problem. It's a little bit loose, but not bad. It doesn't look the best with his whole trigger finger like that, but and I would have preferred if they didn't do the missile gimmick and gave him the actual Optimus Prime gun, or two, so you can give one to Prime. But whatever, I don't care. And it's okay. It'll look good on the shelf regardless. This guy completes my Autobots from Transformers Prime. I now have all the Autobots. Jetpack. This is the coolest feature, because this can actually clip on Prime. The original Prime. And I can show that off in a minute. But essentially, to put this on, these got these clips here and here. And they peg in to the back with these clips that are already there from the transformation. So basically, you just bend this up out of the way, you put this around his neck, and then snaps into place. This folds down, and the shoulder pads again get in the way. Of all the things, like, the shoulder pads gotta be the coolest thing about Magnus in the show, but the worst thing about him on the toy. I think there's better ways to do that. Like, for the first issue, get a better Optimus Prime mold. So yeah, he's got the wings. These missiles can clip on the wings here, if you so choose, or if you want to fold up the wings, you can put the missiles here. So essentially this back jetpack looks very similar to the one that comes on the Beast Hunter's Optimus Prime, the modded Optimus, as I call him. So this folds up, unclip this, and now I'll show you the last gimmick, and the most stupid gimmick this guy comes with. So you can take these missiles, you can actually put these in his shoulder pads. Great, he's got missiles in his pads. But also, if you want to do a more original style, I mean, these should be lower, but complainers will complain. You can clip them there, so he can do that style. But they can go here, and there are those push missiles, which are so ridiculously stupid. Yeah, his hips, when you try to line up his feet, really go. Then these fold down, and you can now target things. Except, guess where you have to push this missile? Right here. That does not give you a lot of room. And when you press it, oh my god, it actually fired. It did not fire for me earlier. Must be just in the right orientation. And it fires again. Okay. This is just out to prove me wrong, because these would not fire on for me earlier. So, apparently they fire great now. But, they didn't earlier. I don't really care. I mean, maybe it's due to the temperature. It's really warm, so, I mean, maybe as using it in colder temperature with my air conditioner or something earlier. I don't really know or care. But, yeah, this guy has quite a bit of paint on him, mostly in the shoulders. There, the shoulders come again, and his chest. Everything else looks a little bland. He does have a ton of paint on him, though, which I like. Overall, he looks like a decent figure. He's more of a shelf piece than a toy, in my opinion. I don't like the way the arms transform in vehicle mode, and I really don't care for the way the whole figure is put together. There's way more efficient ways of making this thing transform. That being said, do I recommend it? Only if, and only, you want to get all the characters from the Transformers Prime series of Autobots, because, let's face it, they still haven't produced all the Decepticons. One last thing before I go. I just want to give it a comparison to the Robots in Disguise Ultra Magnus. Which, before anybody comments, I know his legs are transformed wrong. I did that intentionally. But, yeah. So, overall, they have the same head sculpt. This one's larger, this one's smaller. Which one do I like better? I like the show accurate one because it's show accurate, and I like this one because it's actually, in my opinion, a better figure. I still don't think it's nowhere near my favorite figure. I do like it, and I actually got this guy because I wasn't sure if I wanted to repaint him into what's his name from Master Force, God Bomber, because he has that God Bomber-esque feel to him. Okay, so that being said, we got the two Ultra Magnuses. I like the blue on this guy better, but yeah, that is what it is. And here again is Prime as a comparison, so you can really see the differences. There's not that many, so yeah. So if you have any questions about Ultra Magnus, please feel free to leave a comment down below and I will answer it. If there's anything I didn't cover in the video review, also post a comment down below and I will inform you. A lot of the time with Transformers Prime figures, I get a question about the plastic quality, and on this guy, the plastic quality is perfectly fine. There is no issue with the plastic quality. I believe that's it, so without further ado, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I will be reviewing tomorrow the Generations 2013 Wave whatever, Series 3 I think. Basically it's going to be the IDW characters with the comic books. Won't be reviewing the comic books because legally I can't show you the inside. But I've read all the stories already. I have the IDW releases on them with different covers. But yes, I will be doing those tomorrow. They arrive tomorrow evening, so I plan to do the reviews tomorrow evening as well. So that covers that. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed.